Josh Cullen, he's dubbed the cross out, the queuing up, important touch of Flanagan, but forced in! Patrick Bauer! Sunderland again going for it here, and how about that for a strike at Wembley Stadium from Elliot Embleton?
David Stockdale is so disappointed. This is right down his...
It's Ross Stewart! Sunderland took over Trafalgar Square last night. Now they're taking over football's most famous landmark.
It's a beautiful finish. And that could take Sunderland to the championship.
Sunderland have been chasing rainbows in playoffs past, but this is the year they find the playoff pot of gold.
Guys, it's finally over. This League One nightmare that's been going on for far too long is now done. We have finally woken up. We are now officially back in the championship, and holy shit. Like, honestly, like, I'm recording this at like nearly 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. Like, I didn't get back into about 11 last night. I went straight to bed. I was just exhausted. I was just exhausted because, to be fair, just everything about yesterday, it was just amazing, wasn't it? Like, if you thought the atmosphere against Everton in 2016 when we survived and sent the Mags down, if you thought that was good, yesterday just completely blows that out of the water. Like, yesterday's atmosphere was by far the best I've ever witnessed live as a Sunderland fan. It was absolutely incredible. Like, literally, from like even before kickoff, like literally the lady singing the national anthem, God bless her, couldn't start because our fans were just singing, and yeah, from minute 1 up until the final whistle, we were just singing our hearts out the entire 90 minutes. Like, honestly, it was just great. And honestly, for the first time in nearly 50 years, the Sunderland end of Wembley was in a party mood for the entire game, and it was just, honestly, it was probably one of the best days of my life. Like, especially following Sunderland as well. Like, it was utterly brilliant, absolutely fantastic. You know, like I think I said in my match preview on Thursday how I was there. The nerves weren't quite there yet, but even then on Saturday, like, it wasn't really until I actually got into London where the nerves actually started to come in a little bit. Even when we were over at Watford, get on the tube, it was fine. But like, once we actually got off the tube in London, that's where it started to kick off a little bit. And obviously, I think my dad was there feeling the nerves as well, because you know, we got in the ground, we were sitting in the corner, to the right hand side of the goal, that the right hand side on what have been shown on Sky. So we were sitting on the corner, and we were sitting like in front row, so we had like a little barrier in front of us, and the amount of time me and my dad were just holding on to the barrier, and just it was pretty nerve wracking. But then 2 o'clock team news came out. One change from the semi-finals. Embleton came in for Clark. I questioned it a little bit. Like, although yes, Clark didn't play well in the first leg, second leg he completely stepped it up. Obviously got the assist for Roberts as well, but you know, I was like, you know, I've got faith in Alex Neil. Like, I'm pretty sure like it wouldn't be a game week if we just don't fucking question the team, would it? But I was like, you know what, I've got full faith in Alex Neil to tell what in the end that was probably the best decision to make, and obviously we'll see why. So game kicks off, and we were at it from the first whistle. We were just in Wycombe's faces. You know, had a free kick on the 3rd minute. Pritchard hit a side netting. Obviously, like, some of the Sunderland fans who were sitting on the opposite end of me, especially in the gods, thought it went in. And yeah, like after watching some vlogs as well, like you could see how it might went in. But then obviously I knew it didn't go in, but obviously it was pretty funny. It was like it took me a while to actually realise that I hadn't gone in. And I'm pretty sure the Sky Bet goal thing that was on the advertisement boards going around, that probably didn't help either. But yeah, big chance there. Ross Stewart almost manages to tap it in from a deflection from the Wycombe defender. I think it was Anthony Stewart actually. A deflection from him almost found Stewart, but he couldn't quite tap it in. But then the goal came on the 11th minute. I'll tell you what, gotta say, David Stockdale. I think just yesterday he had probably the worst game that could have happened. Honestly, bless him, but he had a poor game. Pritchard picks up the ball, lids off, gives it to Embleton, skins score, and I think it was Tafazoli or something like that. Skins both of them, and then around about 20 yards out or so, he just hits it. Like, he finds a gap and just hits it, hopes for the best. And there, Stockdale, either Embleton hit it with that much force, or Stockdale just didn't hit the ball. But it takes a slight deflection of Stockdale's wrist and goes in, and the Sunderland end absolutely erupts. Like, honestly, it was absolute carnage when that Embleton scored. Like, it was utterly amazing. Like, literally everyone, like, literally absolute strangers hugging each other. You know, obviously people just going absolutely mental. Honestly, it was unbelievable scenes for that first goal, and then from there we just continued to kick on. You know, for like next about 20 minutes or so, we continued to press and Wycombe a lot. Couple of chances here and there, just couldn't really get them towards on goal. I know that even that Stockdale was making some pretty comfortable saves. However, as the first half fizzled out, Wycombe started to get in the game a little bit, but not really. Like, they had a couple of half chances, but just couldn't really do much there. And then at half time, like I was just thinking, like, I think in all honesty that we needed to bring like a left winger on because it wasn't really clear out of Embleton Pritchard who actually was playing as sort of that left winger, and that just meant Cirkin on the left hand side was completely isolated, and obviously with McCleary and McCarthy both on the right hand side, it was going to be really tough for Cirkin. And then I think at times in the first half he did find it a little bit tough to deal with both of them as well, just because he literally was on his own on the left hand side. So that was my only little thing, if you even call that, like it literally is a little nitpick. But yeah, second half underway. Wycombe, I think Wycombe brought us up on, well, it wasn't half time, it was pretty damn soon after half time they brought sub on. We brought on Jack Clark for Embleton as well. You know, like, obviously, like, I think Neil pointed out, I think he saw that we needed just a little bit more width, because that's it. And the two flanks seemed to be where we were catching Wycombe the most. Second half, like about the first 20 minutes or so, Wycombe probably were the better team in the first 20 minutes. You know, we didn't sit back as much, but like it was more just that Wycombe was piling some pressure on. You know, Ross Stewart had a glorious opportunity, almost scored, like just past the post. Bailey Rice completely misjudges a cross coming in the box. Sam Vokes should have scored. Like, it was unbelievable save from Patterson. But Sam Vokes, you know, especially with all the experience he's had in the Premier League and Championship, he should have been putting that away, but couldn't quite do that. And then obviously we can bring on all that subs. Like, Fenmore comes on, and for a little bit when he came on, like, Wycombe seemed to have like a whole new lease of life. Like, they seemed so much better on the ball. I don't know why Fenmore's presence did that, but they look so much better. But then in the 79th minute, Alex Pritchard once again manages to break through, passes to Stewart. Stewart drags the ball away from Anthony Stewart, and then strikes it into the bottom left corner. Stockdale completely rooted to his feet, and once again the Sunderland end it's just total euphoria. Like, I don't know about you guys if you were there, but when the second goal went in, I celebrated more than I think I have my whole life. And it was only more just like relief, if anything, because that second half I was pretty much just shitting my pants the whole time. And when she would score, like, it was just it's more like this whole relief came over me, and it was unbelievable feeling. Like, and even then, in my end, it was even more limbs than what it was for the first goal. Honestly, literally everyone's like, I think it really kicked in after, you know, a word going up, and we'd broken this long playoff and Wembley curse. Obviously, it was great. Obviously, a few more chances as well. Stewart, a really awkward angle for him, so obviously went a bit past the post. Patrick Roberts had a brilliant chance as well. Like, I really don't want to knock anybody, but I think, like, Roberts, like, really, if we are gonna keep next season, we need to work on his finishing, because, like, so many times now lately he's had a really good opportunity, he can't seem to find the net. Well, like, obviously he did against Wednesday second leg, but like, I think at times his finishing just needs to improve a little bit, especially on his left foot as well. Clark had a really unlucky as well to not have his shot taken there. Obviously Doyle and Broadhead both came on for Pritchard and Stewart. Obviously Wycombe had more of the ball in the last 10 minutes or so, but like, there was no danger at all. Like, it was really good defending from Sunderland, some really fantastic tackling. Like obviously there was the whole thing of N09, did she celebrate that once he tackled I think it was McCarthy he tackled. And then that was the full-time whistle, and it was, honestly, I can't describe it. It was probably one of the best feelings ever. It was honestly, it was unbelievable, the feeling I had at full time when we'd done it. You know, Wise Men Say broke out. Sorry, can't help falling in love. That's probably the better way to say it. Everything's gonna be alright came on as well, and then tell you what, I've got to say, when Wonderwall came on, when the players were about to lift the trophy, I don't think I've ever seen a fan base just it just clicked. Like, literally everybody was singing the fucking hearts out when Oasis came on. It was an unbelievable feeling. You know, and obviously then the players went up, and then Corey Evans, who I think a lot of Sunderland fans owe a fucking long apology to, lifted the trophy high in the air, and that was that. And yeah, it was a great afternoon. It's unbelievable. I mean, like I say this now, Wycombe fans, we know what it's like. A lot of Sunderland fans have been to Wembley many times. Like I'm sure the majority of our fan base have been 6 or 7 times since '85. Seeing us lose so many times, it's just heartbreaking ways. And you know, both games against Charlton, Portsmouth, just heartbreaking ways to end to get beat. But yeah, like I know, like, some of my fans were taking the piss a little bit, but like we fucking know how it feels, and it's not a nice feeling at all. But yeah, I think in the end the better side won on the day, and yeah, that's that. But I also gotta say, like, Wembley Stadium, like, I think it could have been a lot better organised, really. Like, on the way out, there wasn't really like a clear way for Sunderland fans to go. Like, a lot of Sunderland fans were, I said, trapped. Like, we accidentally got in with the Wycombe fans. Like, not in a bad way. Like, we just end up mixing together because wasn't really any like clear way to go. Like, I think literally we were just following the crowd. We didn't know where we were going at the end there. And I think overall it could have just been better organisation and planning from Wembley in that point. That's basically it. And also, I don't know about you guys, but that car journey on the way back, like, if any of you did get the car back or the train back yesterday, like, how quickly did that go? Like, it's funny, like, when you go to Wembley and win, the car journey back is just so much faster. It really is so much faster. It felt a lot better as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this match review. We're back. Well, for now. You know, like, next season we need to we really need to put some money in, because, you know, like, we can't just be relying on freebies and loans like we did the first time around. You know, we've got to put some money into some decent players for this league, because literally we can't get relegated. Like, if we go back down next season, I'm gonna be gutted, because I want to see the fuck away from League One, ideally for the rest of my lifetime at least. You know, like, hopefully we stay the hell away from League One forever. But yeah, like, honestly, to be fair, like, I just hope that we have the most boring season next year. Like, honestly, because, like, some of the teams, when you're, like, reading the other teams who are going to play next season compared to who could be playing League One, like Forest Green, Exeter, Bristol Rovers, and then in the Championship you got fucking Swansea, West Brom, Stoke, Norwich, Borough, Coventry, Watford. Like, it's maybe Nottingham Forest as well. Like, it's just different gravy, and we really do need to get some investment in this team. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this match review, the final one of the season. I'll be bringing out my season review. I don't know when I'll bring that out. Might be some point this week, but I do have an exam on Friday, so, you know, I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that might end up being in the works. Just keep an eye out for that. But that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, then be sure to give it a like. If you are new, then do feel free to subscribe and also turn on notifications as well. Cheers guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.